Hello, hello. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday with me, Caitlin, from Three Fates. I'm just going to jump into it today. I'm just going to get straight to the reading. I hope you're all well. We are currently in Libra moon, but we will be moving through to Scorpio, so the fiery waters. Lots of emotions could be arising in the next couple of days, but yeah, I'm just going to see what the cards say, right? I'm good. I'm finally feeling good. This new moon, I'm still tired, but this new moon really gave me a bit of a kick up the behind. And yeah, it's just all that time of me being sick. I spoke to it last week around, just being forced into that rest, right? And realizing my priorities and what are the things that I have to do as opposed to the things that can wait. And and it's really helping me. Because there are, of course, things that I want to do, but just knowing that it's never going to go away, the things that I want to do. I can always do them when the time is right. So, let's just give this a wee shuffle. I call the divine with love and light. Doesn't want to shuffle for me. For a clear view a clear view reading, I'm just going to shuffle it like this. For the Three Fates Collective. I ask that a beautiful message comes through for those who need to hear it. And I call in the four archangels from the four corners of the world card. There's a card there. Bringing their integrity of message, their love, their healing, and their guidance. And I draw forth the six elements: fire, air, earth, water, ether, and spirit. And I give thanks to the beautiful world of tarot and the stories that intertwine through each and every one of our lives. So it is. Okay. Let's see. Okay. The cold and... Okay. Alright. So, the card at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. So the cups are of the emotion, the element of water. So, it's about, what's really cool? Okay. I got this. All right. So, we're illuminated by the moon. What's beautiful about the moon and its illumination is that we can only, the light from the moon as opposed to the sun. The sun, we see everything. But with the moon, we can only see so far. And it only lights up the few steps, ahead of us. So we can't see exactly where we're going, but we know that we are moving. So The Eight of Cups is about needing to walk away for a time. You know, you can always come back, but this is when you've felt all the things, you just can't. And it's time to step away from it. And what's really cool, so behind here, right, because when we speak of caves, so, you know, people are afraid of the dark, and I speak to caves, so we go into the cave to find, you know, that's where the dragons lay. We find, not that we're supposed to take treasure from dragons, but but you go into, it's the dark night of the soul, right? And I love that the hermit came, because, you know, he dwells in the cave. It's that inward turn, and I love that he's got his light here, and it's like that. So it's that same kind of feeling where it's like you can only see so much. And I also feel like this is the winter here in New Zealand anyway. It's the very cold, it's that time of year. But it's time for anyone who's listening and this resonates. It's time, and you know what I'm talking about. You just can't anymore, and it's what matters is you right now. And there's nothing that can be done. And, you know, it's like there's this empty gap there of the cups, and you know, you need to go away for a time and find your cup, and then, you know, you can bring it back here, and it's all nice and replenished, and you can fill this gap here. But it's time to find, see, he's holding the spark. It's a divine spark. We've got it. He's captured it. It's like he's studying it, understanding it more. You know, it's that passion, that, you know, that drive. It's just, he's stepped back into the cave. Don't be afraid of the cave. The cave is where the hidden gems are, the hidden gems of you. Right? And you just can't be afraid of what others around you are gonna think. You know, this is not about any of that. It's not about any of that. It's about you. You needing to do this for you. Don't worry about what others think. Don't worry about what others say. You need to go and inspect that spark of yours, because I have a suspicion that it hasn't been shining very brightly lately in this cold winter time. And we need to, and it's like, I almost feel like you need to figure out, you need to go within and figure out, how am I going to free this spark of mine? I need to get some oxygen in there. I need to let this flame grow. I need a roaring fire right now, because it's damn cold. And yeah, it's time. Because what's beautiful is that the next card is the King of Wands. The King of Wands, baby. You couldn't get any more lit than that. Queen of Wands, baby. No. But no, the King is the active, because the Queen's that inward. The King is active. And so this is, I just feel like this is potential right here. And I feel like you inspecting this beautiful spark of yours, once you let that free, you'll be like, why didn't I do this earlier? You know, and I just feel so much passion here, and I feel contentment here. I feel contentment, and I feel like, it's just so much brighter here. So much brighter, this dark night of the soul here. It's time to leave, and that's just in an emotional sense, and or it could be in a physical sense. Maybe you're in a situation that you can't, but you just can't go on, and it's time to inspect your spark. Inspect a gadget? No, inspect your spark. And remember all the magic that you behold. Because I've got this beautiful Two of Cups here. I feel like you will meet yourself there. And because I know the Two of Cups is like the minor kind of like love card, so it can be, two lovers come together, but I feel like you're meeting yourself here. And I feel like is that's what that missing cup was, is that you'd lost part of yourself, in the winter depths, and I feel this beautiful, like that spark's found, and I feel this contentment here, and I just hope that this brings hope. That's what this card feels to me, hope. And I feel like that's why this king is showing up right now. For he is hope and potential. But it's the choices we make. It's our choice whether we stay here and live in this not so nice place. It's not good for our heart right now. And I know, that deep down. That's the thing with our bodies. Like, we know that we know that we know. But our minds tell us otherwise, and there's so much fear involved, and but you are what matters, okay? And I just feel this coming together, this beautiful coming together, that once that spark has turned, I feel like this is the roaring fire, that beautiful oxygen that I just feel, it's like being let free, and I feel like you're going to be able to use it to actively make your heart happy. And I feel like this is a coming together of you, and I feel like this is a beautiful, being watched over and being divinely guided to this, but you need to make the choice. Alright, so I'm just going to pull Angels and Ancestors card to see who is on you with this journey, because the thing is, when we go inwards, people have fear of loneliness and all that, but we are never alone. We are never alone. There's always something or someone with us. You may not realize, people out there do, but we are never truly alone. Okay, which one's it going to be? I feel like it's this one. Beautiful, the High Priestess. The High Priestess. And I feel that. So I really feel this kind of Scorpion energy. Anyhow, so the beautiful High Priestess, which is she is very inward. She is very in tune. I'm going to see what Kyle Gray has to say about his rendition of the High Priestess. I'm just like flicking through pages. I should really look at the at the contents page. 42. Now, Mr. Kyle Gray, what do you have to say? Okay. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. She has had many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar, fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the High Priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The High Priestess in this deck is a consort and partner of the High Priest. If you looked at them together, they will see they'll mirror each other's energy. She is joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from her lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. You are a mystic with a capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. Priorities. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. Beautiful ending. So, although it is never easy to venture to the dark cave, don't be afraid of the dark, for there is always light. You just got to find it. Alright, sending my love, and I hope you have a blessed week. Bye.